Hey, wait.
All right, Wasted Water Sports, let's go ahead and jump on a little early. How's everybody doing? It's nice for it to be the weekend, and it's nice that the weekend has plenty of rugby action coming up for us. The Rugby World Cup, and of course, the continuation of the Pacific Championships in the Rugby League tomorrow. Bear with me while I find my camera here. For some reason, it's removed all my buttons from the Stream Deck, which is fabulous. Fabulous. How very nice of it. It was working a moment ago. Anyways, the teams are running out onto the field here. There's a lot of pre-game to get through, of course. The anthems, the haka. But kickoff not too far away. Mr. Edstead, Dan Jam, and Kanye Ketchup. Ahoy there. Welcome along. Bright and early. There we go. I have arrived. Welcome, everybody. Yes, indeed. Kanye Ketchup has placed $20 on Argentina to win the World Cup because you're unhinged. What a moment that would be, though. What a part of history to be a piece of, right? I mean, you could not possibly. I, for a long time, really disliked Michael Cheika. I thought Michael Cheika, when he was coaching the Wallabies, the way that he presented himself to the media was just abysmal, in my opinion. That's why I always said, keep the guy away from the media. Have him in a coaching role. He's clearly a smart guy when it comes to footy. Have him in a coaching role, but keep him behind the scenes, away from the media. Now, the reason I've brought that up is because what I was about to say, no matter how you feel about Argentina, any reason you may dislike them, hence why I just brought up Michael Cheika. Michael Cheika is long since forgiven. He seems to present himself a lot better these days. Maybe the weight of expectation is lower. But the point that I'm making is, even with that being the case, Michael Cheika being the coach of Argentina, still, I can look past that and go, what a moment it would be for world rugby. What a piece of history to be part of should Argentina go all the way and win this tournament. Cannot see it happening. We've also got to be honest. But, geez, it would be something to be part of, something special. Because when you think about it, they have to beat the All Blacks tonight. They probably have to beat South Africa in the final. It'd be a monumental effort. That was an extremely... I went the long route. You know, you put in... Me getting to a point sometimes is like you put in your GPS, a destination, and it gives you a direct route to your destination, but you can also choose other options. Some of the other options are a bit longer, but less traffic. It's a bit more fun, casual. I always take the long route. The long way around to a point sometimes is the more fun. But anyways, I mean, do we agree with that, though? What a moment it would be. Wasted World of Sports, thank you so much for your company here at Rugby World Cup semi-finals. I nearly missed it. I so nearly missed this. My first alarm did not wake me up. Thankfully, I was thinking ahead, and I had 3 alarms set. And lucky for us all, the second alarm did wake me up. Unfortunately, it did mean, because of that extra 10 minutes spent sleeping, I was a little bit behind in starting. But we got there. Cheers. Welcome along. Nice to have you here. Joining me for this one, the All Blacks and Argentina. The All Blacks back into Rugby World Cup semi-final action. They are no strangers to this. I do have a couple of bets on. Rehunk official, ahoy mate, how are you going today? Welcome back. Nice to see you again. I've got a couple of same game multis on this one. Didn't have a chance to set up my fancy schmancy graphics or anything like that for it, so we're just going to have to try and remember these. Tana Umaga is in the crowd. Tana, the legend. You know, I've got his... I'm so proud. I'm so ridiculously proud of this. I've got his signature still in a Super 12 program guide under his name in the team sheet. I also got Christian Cullen that day. It was a good day. It was a fun time for little Dan running around Ballymore seeking autographs. Got some great ones there. I got Todd Blackadder, Justin Marshall, Jonah Lomu. Pretty sure I got Mertz on there somewhere as well at some point. And, who was the big hooker for the Crusaders? Big square-jawed fella. His name escapes me. Got him as well. Anyway, the anthems are done and dusted. Kickoff. Not far away. As I said, we now lay down the challenge. The All Blacks will lay down the challenge to Los Pumas. Dan Jam says, I met Jonah during the 99 World Cup when they were based in, how do I say that? Worcester. I apologize. If I'm not butchering people's names, I'm butchering place names. Worcester. Yeah, see, I was right. It was one of those confusing ones where if you say it out, it would be Worcester. A. Ron Smith, the little man in the middle, ready to lead the haka once more. He does a great job of it, let's be honest. What do they pull out? Do they pull out Kapa Ongo or the traditional Kamate? It is a big occasion. We usually get Kapa Ongo on big occasions. What are they doing? Oh, yes. The challenge is set. This is serious. It is a big occasion. And they are letting the opposition know about it. Argentina standing tall on the halfway line, staring down the opposition, accepting the challenge that's coming their way. Rehunk official asks who I'm supporting tonight. I've got to go for the All Blacks, mate. All Blacks are my team. I have to support the All Blacks. But as I said, in absolutely no way, no situation would I begrudge Argentina getting the win. The challenge is set. Argentina stand firm on halfway. They have not broken their embrace as they stare down the All Blacks. And now they stay with linked arms and form a huddle of their own. Argentina are well up for this. This is going to be a very intense first 10 minutes. And we are ready to go. Rugby World Cup 2023 semi-final time. And of course, coming up tomorrow, exact same time. Will I have the exact same problem trying to get up? We'll see. Tomorrow, Springbok versus England. It's a shame the semi-finals can no way live up to the quarters. On paper, yes, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's remember, in this Rugby World Cup cycle, vastly different circumstances, I know, but in this Rugby World Cup cycle, Argentina have defeated the All Blacks on 2 separate occasions. Very different scenario, of course. But we can't discredit it. This could go down to the wire. And I don't work for a TV company, so it is not my job to talk up the game as a contest like they have to. If I thought it was going to be a shellacking, I would say so, and there's every chance it will be. But it's a bit too early to tell. Those were some epic quarterfinals, though, weren't they? Those quarterfinals were some of the best rugby I've seen in years. All of them. Great. Tense. I've never been so excited over the course of one weekend as the quarterfinal time. It was just such a good time. We are underway here, I think. Yes, the countdown is on, and referee Angus Gardner will get us underway. Aussie Angus blows the whistle, and Argentina will get us underway with the kickoff. They go deep. Bowden Barrett waits under it and clears it immediately. Straight down the throat. They were waiting back for that one. Los Pumas will have first use of the ball. In very good field position here. This would shake up the game if they could get first points. We want a good game, regardless of who wins. So let's cheer on the Pumas here to get the first points on the board. Quick ruck speed. It's a very promising start. The All Blacks immediately forced to call troops over to the far side. In defense, 5 phases for Argentina. Geordie Barrett is screaming at the troops to cover. And that's the side that they go to, Argentina. And luckily, the All Blacks had numbered up. 8 phases, though, inside the 22. Sam Whitelock, he wants his hands on that ball. Sam Whitelock, the match-winning, essentially the match-winning turnover against Ireland. He's getting involved in that ruck nice and early. Through the hands here, Argentina. Ahoy there, Ryan. Welcome along. 10 phases now for Los Pumas inside the All Blacks 22. But the defense at the moment, unbreakable. 13 phases. In front of the post they are. Oh, the All Blacks are in over the top of this one, but Argentina just release it back. A little grubber kick through in behind the line. Not sure that was the option. Richie Mo'unga's back there to clean up, and the All Blacks survive. Ryan, looking forward to tomorrow, mate. Springboks versus England in the other semi-final. As the All Blacks clear, it's a terrible clearance, really, by Geordie Barrett's standards. And they have not removed themselves from the 22. This will be a Pumas throw, still inside the attacking zone of the All Blacks. One minute gone, the 2 minutes 20. 1 minute gone on the little timer down the bottom of the screen for some reason. But yeah, 2 minutes 20 gone. Nothing of notes really happened. And Argentina win their own throw. They go to the middle. And that was very solid at set piece time. Back into traffic. Boffelli. And now a pick and go. Over the top and nearly stealing that one. Artie Savia. But it's a penalty advantage. Penalty advantage, and we're coming back. Aussie Angus brings us all the way back over near the far side touchline. And they will take the points, surely. Argentina, surely take the 3. They are not going to be silly enough to knock back the points, surely. Yes, they do. They take the shot. And Argentina, this would be great reward for what's been a very solid start. The penalty was from the line-out, I believe. The All Blacks a little bit over-enthusiastic, getting some hands in there. So, while Argentina are lining up their shot at goal, let's run through some of the multis that I've got on of varying degrees here, my bets. So, this one is very extravagant. It has got a massive, massive payout, though. The payout for this one will be almost $2,000. And this is just stacked with All Blacks try scorers. Hang on, as he moves in, he strikes Boffelli. He's on target. And Argentina lead 3-0. Oh, I don't understand why everything is so messed up tonight. In terms of all my screens and whatnot. Look, that is supposed to be... There's definitely supposed to be more visible there. Yeah, oh, well, it's chopped off at the top, but you know what it means, right? Yeah. It's all good. Argentina clear from the kickoff. It's taken at the back by Richie Mo'unga. 3-0. The Pumas with the early lead. Exactly what they needed. As the All Blacks bring the bomb squad out. Argentina back inside the 22. He runs out. Slipping at the back there is Richie Mo'unga. He gets back to his feet just in time to take the ball. putting it in behind Argentina's line. It pops up very nicely for Carreras, and Carreras beats Richie Mo'unga on the chase. Referee clears the ruck area. And Argentina will put it high and chase on halfway. Hands to the ball. Tapped forward there, I thought, by Argentina. But it's play on and they're still going upfield. They're inside the 22 again. Front foot ball, but the All Blacks get over the top of it. Who was that? Sam Kane's in there. Bowden Barrett, one of the Barretts anyway. Bowden. They win the turnover. Oh, it was on there. It was on. They had the All Blacks shaking. And this is great stuff from Argentina. They're here to play. They are here to play. All Blacks with the penalty. They clear up to halfway. They go to the middle of the line out. They win. It's All Blacks ball. Setting up a rolling maul. Trying to anyways. They've gone forward 5 meters here. 10 meters as it collapses. And they release the ball. Geordie Barrett, the chip in over the top. Looking to get Salvea. Argentina do knock it on. All Blacks keep it alive. Bowden Barrett feeds it back to Geordie. Geordie finds some space. He's chopped down and goes to ruck. All Blacks maintain possession. Mo'unga dummies to kick, throws it out wide. Standing out there on the wing is Scott Barrett. And Angus says, we'll come back for the penalty. It's a long way out. It's only just over halfway. And it's out wide. I dare say they won't take the 3 here. Even though I am an advocate for taking the 3, I can't justify a shot at goal from here. A little bit of a stoppage now. The Argentinian winger down in back play. A very perplexed looking Michael Checker on the bench. Mr. Ed's Dead says, go All Blacks, go. Fabulous start to this game. Eight minutes gone. Argentina lead by 3. And realistically, apart from a couple of runs, a couple of little dinks in over the top with chip kicks, Argentina have been on top in this game. Not hugely, but very deserving of their 3-point lead. Ahoy there, Hellfire, Paintball, Salt Ash, New South Wales. Nice to see you again, mate. Into touch, the All Blacks clear. Cody Taylor with the throw into the line out. All Blacks secure position. They're 15 out now. The All Blacks, the rolling maul, driving towards the corner. Argentina get there in numbers. They get there illegally though. And it's a penalty advantage here to the All Blacks as this maul starts to collapse and it's ripped away by Argentina, but we will come back for the penalty. Ron Smith applauds the efforts there of his team. And this will be an opportunity. I dare say they might just plug this straight back into the corner, the All Blacks. You get the feeling they're in one of those moods today. It's a little out wide. I would take the shot from here. It's close enough. And your goal kicker should be good enough from here. Oh, they are. Oh, they are going to plug it into the corner. Geordie Barrett. In fairness, they are having great success with the rolling maul, so I kind of understand. Oh, but knockout rugby semi-final time especially. Take your points. Cody Taylor, this is a massive throw into the line out. 5 meters out from the line, they go to the middle, and Sam Whitelock comes down with it. Sam Whitelock secures the ball, and this rolling maul is set, and it will be very hard to defend. Argentina, they get in there, they try to spoil. They've done well. Aaron Smith scoots away. They're caught offside, Argentina. It's penalty advantage. A try is beckoning here for the All Blacks, centimeters short. Artie Sarvia's got it at the back. Pick and go will be the option. Here it is. Tries to burrow under. Now they release it. Sarvia, Geordie Barrett, Richie Mo'unga, big cutout pass to Will Jordan, and Will Jordan has got acres of space out there to just stroll over. It's a casual Saturday afternoon walk in the park for Will Jordan in that position. And there is the first try of the game. Perfect pass from Richie Mo'unga. Will Jordan, who is on all my multis. I'm pretty sure he's in every single multi, Will Jordan, with the try. Yes, he is. He's in that one. Oh, he's not in that one. Okay. He's in most of my multis, though. Will Jordan, anytime try scorer. That is a tick on a lot of my multis. Connor Crowley, ahoy, mate. Connor Crowley asks, is the Rugby World Cup final next weekend? Yes, indeed, it is. It will probably be, I dare say, without looking at it and just guessing, it'll be the exact same time next weekend. That was a well-worked try. They went to what's been working for them all game so far. The rolling maul has had Argentina under pressure. They secured the line-out ball. They set up the rolling maul. Argentina defended, and that gave them the opportunity to release the ball. Saturday next week. There we go. Cheers, Dan Jam. Same time. Same channel. Wasted World of Sports. Oh, yes. Conversion successful from Richie Mo'unga, and the All Blacks lead 7 points to 3. The decision to put it into the corner and go for the try, justified. It could easily have gone the other way, though. Argentina kickoff right down the middle again. Kaylin Falanda says, All Blacks, go, go, go. Yes. Zoe plays, ahoy. Yes, Argentina, their kickoffs are going straight down the middle to Beauden Barrett. Speak of the devil. Beauden Barrett clears up towards halfway. Taken on the full there, Carreras. The fly half tries to step through his opposite number. Can't do it. Argentina, though, they've had a lot of ball down this end of the field. Challenging the All Blacks line. They're bringing the fight to them. Make no mistake about it. In over this ball, looking for the turnover. Argentina under commit to the ruck. They get away with it this time. Out wide to the right they go. Getting in each other's way there, Argentina. A little bit scrappy. You certainly hope that there's no panic setting in after that All Black try. There's no need for panic to set in just yet, but all just a little bit rushed at the moment. Pumas. 7 phases, they go again inside the All Blacks 22. Trying to center play back towards the post, but they go back to the blind side. Numbers everywhere here for the All Blacks. At the moment, defensively, over the top of it, almost winning a turnover. Oh, now that's forward. Flat, at least. Carreras. Aussie Angus was right there. Didn't call it. Talea gets in over the top of it and steals it. Argentina are not committing numbers to the ruck. And it's just gift possession for the All Blacks. They run it on the counter-attack now. Rico Ioane steps back in field. Beats one, beats two, gets the offload away. Mo'unga's in space. Can he get the arms free? No, he's chopped down. But this is monumental front football for the All Blacks. Wide to the left they go now. Scott Barrett to Kane. Puts Talea in space. Down the sideline he goes. Stops and cuts back in field. And just like that, they're 20 metres out from Argentina's line. The pop pass from Frizzell. They keep it alive now. Whitelock feeds it on. Will Jordan looking for a double. He's 5 out. Smith, dummies blindside, goes open. And in front of the post, Lomax just goes to ruck. And they reset and reload here. The All Blacks inside, pop pass to Semi Whitelock. 6 phases now. And they've gone pretty much the length of the field. Going through the phases, 1 out, trying to draw in defenders. Argentina not falling for it at the moment. Ethan de Groot sets up another one. 10 phases. Whitelock out the back to Mo'unga. Mo'unga to Jordan. Jordan to Geordie Barrett. Geordie Barrett will scoot through 2 defenders and score. Geordie Barrett will score, and that's another tick on the multi. I'm fairly certain. Oh, no, I've got Bowden. Can we just say that that's Bowden? God damn it, I've got Bowden Barrett, not Geordie Barrett. Bugger. Damn it. Anyway, it's a try to Geordie Barrett through the hands. Richie Mo'unga is 10 out of 10 at the moment, controlling these attacking phases for the All Blacks. And I had the wrong Barrett. Kanye Ketchup says the game's opening up. Certainly is. And it's the All Blacks doing the damage. The ease at which they pretty much went the length of the field back up into Argentina's territory from that turnover has to be alarming. It has to be. For the Pumas, that was just all a little bit too easy, wasn't it? Richie Mo'unga from the sideline moves in, strikes it well, but it's not going to curl back around. And the score remains 12 points to 3 in favor of the All Blacks. 2 extremely quality tries. Geordie Barrett and Will Jordan. Geordie and Jordan, the try scorers, doing the damage out wide. Well, they're doing the damage up front, really. And again, right down the middle with the restart, Beauden Barrett, they are peppering him with the kickoffs. But he has not made a mistake with any single one so far. But yes, the All Blacks doing the damage through the forwards, of course, drawing in the Argentinian defense, creating the opportunities out wide. They always say you have to earn the right to go wide. The All Blacks, so far tonight, they are well and truly doing the hard yards in the middle and earning that right to go wide. Oh, that's a knock-on at the back there from Argentina. They get away with that one. Aussie Angus lets another one go. I mean, he might not have touched it, but it looked like it from here. Richie Mo'unga again, scampering off across the field, and this one is off the side of the boot ever so slightly, not getting the distance he was after, and now doing up his shoelaces Pretending. It's like if you've ever played pool or snooker and you miscue the ball, it's instinct. Look at the tip of the cue. Have I got enough chalk on that? What happened there? That's what just happened. Miscue off the side of the boot, immediately pops down and ties these shoelaces up. As if that was the problem. Cheeky Richie. I see what you did there, though, mate. I'm on to you. Argentina have the ball, though, on the attack again. Switch of direction. Inside pass, and it's a penalty. Diving across the ruck. A late call there. If that's what it was actually for, that's a late call. But anyways, it's another penalty to the All Blacks. 12 points to 3, they lead. And Geordie puts it up over halfway. They've been very secure at set piece so far, the All Blacks. Oh, there it is. Yeah, number 4. Paga Disabel. Paga Disabel, I think. Argentina I've put the commentator's curse on just as I've said. The All Blacks have looked solid at set piece. Argentina get up and steal. But now, counter ruck is good from Lomax. He can't steal the ball, though. He did everything but take the ball away, Terrell Lomax. And Argentina have it on halfway. Kane's in over the top. Goes off his feet. A high ball from inside their own half. Challenging Talea. Out on the wing. He taps it back. Argentina await it and come down with it. It's Pumas' ball. I would love to see the territory stats. Oh, they're in over the top of this one, the All Blacks. And again, Argentina just arrive in numbers. Just. Now to the wing. Beating 1, beating 2. A nice run there from Carreras. They're back at the 20-meter line. Whitelock's in over the top, trying to wrestle that ball away. Argentina again, under commit to the ruck. Sammy Kane's on this one. The ball spills free and it's play on. Great work there. Sam Cane with pressure at ruck time. Argentina failing to commit enough numbers. And it's another penalty to the All Blacks at ruck time now in possession. And Argentina, Michael Cheika, he will need to have words. He needs to get a message out. They're under-committing to the rucks, and the All Blacks are just... Oh, that might be exactly what he's saying right now, actually. Michael Cheika is sending some sort of message down. I dare say it's about committing to the rucks. Argentina are just not getting numbers on their own ball into the rucks. And Sam Cane, Sam Whitelock, Tyrrell Lomax even, has been in there. Free reign over the top of the ball. Geordie Barrett, another penalty kick up over halfway. And they get another chance at it here, the All Blacks. Can they get the line out right this time? Uncontested, they go to the front. It's released immediately. Smith fires it infield to Salvea. Box kick now from A.A. Ron Smith. How's the chase? Well, it's the mark taken to the back by Buffelli. It wasn't really a perfectly placed box kick there from A.A. Ron Smith. From the mark, it's a great clearing kick up over halfway. Way up over halfway. And the All Blacks go quickly. Beauden Barrett puts it high, chases his own kick. It's a little bit too deep, and it's taken with ease at the back. Buffelli again into play. Argentina have the ball. They are on their own side of halfway this time, though. Ball's out, play on. Great pressure. But then Ethan de Groot might have been diving over the top. It's offside against Scott Barrett. Even though Aussie Angus had just said, play on, balls out, all clear. A very welcome penalty here for the Pumas, though. And they put it into touch. Just outside the All Blacks 20-metre line. 12 points to 3. It's early days, but we are almost getting to the point now for Argentina where we need to start considering they might need to be the next to score. Big throw into the line out here. And Sam Whitelock, the man, the myth, the legend, Sam Whitelock gets up and steals this one away. All Blacks counter. From inside their own territory here, the All Blacks look to counter. Staying on the short side. Smith to Cody Taylor. Setting up a box kick here. Aaron Smith controls it at the back. Created some distance, sets up the box kick. It's still nearly charged down, and this one's going out on the full. A dead set shocker. Whoa! We're outside the 22, mate. Oh, it was touched by Argentina. So, there you go. When I said it was close to being charged down, I didn't realize just how close it was. It was actually touched by Argentina. That is how close it was. And that little deflection is probably what caused it to go out on the full there. So we come back to where that ruck was, but it is All Blacks throw into the line out. Oh, no. No, we're going all the way back up to where the kick went into touch, and the referee has lost all control. Honestly, Aussie Angus has not exactly set the refereeing world alight so far today. A couple of times he has just contradicted himself with his calls. To the middle they go. Sam Whitelock comes down with it. The rolling maul is set. They've got numbers. They've got shape. Argentina must defend valiantly here. They've made 10 meters already, though. Argentina, they're backpedaling here at a rate of knots. They collapse. Smith releases it. Geordie Barrett out the back to Mo'unga. Talea dummies and steps, beats one. He's taken down in the second man tackle, though. All Blacks up over halfway. Savia in midfield. Sets up a ruck. Beauden Barrett to Rico Ioane. Chews up another 10 meters. Taylor into contact. Smith to Geordie Barrett. Pops it up to Richie Mo'unga. Richie with the footwork nearly gets through. Scott Barrett this time. So many Barretts. It's like Barretts are us out there at the moment. Scott, Geordie, Beauden. Pretty soon, the All Blacks will have to rename themselves the All Barretts, if any more of the Barrett family pop up. Jordan into contact. Stolen by Argentina. Great work there at ruck time. And Argentina come away with it. Exceptional work that was to win the turnover. Back inside the 20, they look to clear. They do. Talea and Barrett get in each other's way at the back, but Beauden Barrett comes away with it, returns it. Taken on the full inside the 22 for Argentina. Running it up, puts the high ball. How's the kick chase? There's some space in behind here. Richie Mo'unga gets up and takes it in the face of the oncoming chasers. Richie is having a blinder of a game so far. Dan Carter levels of control. Oh, Sam Cane. Sam Cane drops the ball cold. No Richie McCaw type of control from Sam Cane there. He had a cheeky little look up at the incoming defense. And he spills his beans. But yes, as I was saying, what's his face? What's his face? Richie Mo'unga. Richie Mo'unga putting on probably the closest performance by an All Black number 10 to Dan Carter that I've seen since Dan Carter. Kanye Ketchup says Matt Dunning, he was cool. He was cool, calm and collected in the face of pressure. Matt Dunning, wasn't he? Big Matty Dunning and his drop goals. He was pretty good at drop goals, wasn't he? Problem was, they needed a try. I still don't understand how Matt Dunning made it to the Wallabies, because an absolute liability at scrum time. Complete and total scrum liability. "29 minutes gone in this first Rugby World Cup semi-final. The All Blacks leading 12 points to 3. 2 very quality tries. The setup to both tries, fabulous. Doing the hard yards, the hard yakka through the forwards and releasing the backs. And Richie Mo'unga, some beautiful pinpoint accurate cutout passes, putting his outside men into space both times. Scrum down here for Los Pumas. They set the feed. The shunt is huge here from the All Blacks. It goes to ground, but the ball's released, and referee Aussie Angus says, play on. Undercommitting to the ruck again, Argentina, and that's nearly pilfered. They maintain possession, though. 10 minutes to go till the halftime break. Points would be massive here for Argentina. Now, they've released it to the right-hand edge, but the All Blacks angle in and shut that play down. Grubber kick in behind, turns Talea around, but it dribbles over the sideline. Probably wanted that to stay in play, Carreras. But it just rolls over the sideline, and this will be All Black throw to the line-out, where they've been solid. And last time I said that, they bollocksed it up, and Argentina stole the ball. So we'll see what happens this time. $12 points to 3. No real questions being asked now, Argentina. You just get that little sense of panic setting in as they try and crack this All Blacks defensive wall. Uncontested again at line-out time. And Sam Whitelock releases it. Smith fires it back to Mo'unga. From inside the try line, Mo'unga clears. And again, not huge purchase on that from Richie Mo'unga. And the Pumas will have a line-out throw just outside the 22. Points becoming crucial now for Argentina. To the back of the line-out they go. They secure the ball. They set up a maul. The All Blacks arrive in numbers, though, and shut this down. Argentina go again. Now they release it, and almost breaking away down the blind side. But they just get shut down. Kramer now. And again, a lack of numbers at ruck time. And Savan nearly pilfers that one. But Argentina hold on. Through the phases they go. In front of the post here. One out from the ruck. Carrera steps back in field. Setting up another one. 5 phases. But you could throw a blanket over them at the moment. Argentina. Not a lot of width in their attack. And the All Blacks are defending this quite easily at the moment. Crash ball. They're 5 out from the line now. Argentina get a penalty advantage. Here's their chance. Argentina, this is a chance. Under penalty advantage, they can throw caution to the wind here and try and make something happen. But the pick and go is the option. I don't know about this. Release the ball. Release the ball wide. It's on. All Blacks drive in over the top. Counter ruck is good. We'll come back for the penalty. Oh, they are punching the air in frustration out wide. Boffelli is out here on the left, furious that that ball wasn't released. He can't believe it. Why did I not get the ball, he's saying. I don't understand. You're playing under penalty advantage. Throw caution to the wind. You come back for the penalty anyway. Do something out of the ordinary. But they just pick and go, pick and go. The time was there to release the ball. Send it out wide. Have a crack. It's right out in front. Well, just to the right of the post. It's a gift 3 points, and they are going to take it here, Argentina. Boffelli puts this one. No mistake. And it's 12 points to 6. Prue Vandla says, go All Blacks. 12 points to 6. The All Blacks lead. 6 minutes to go until the halftime break. Tries to Will Jordan and Geordie Barrett. Plays 2 penalty goals for Argentina. Barrett goes short. And the All Blacks have been taken in the air there. And this will be a penalty. And boy, don't be surprised if we see a card come out for this one. Will Jordan saying, it's all good. I'm fine. It's all good. Pats on the back, mateship all around, and Angus Gardner is now having very serious words with Juan Martin Gonzalez to be very, very careful. The All Blacks with the penalty from the kickoff taken out in the air. Could very easily have been a card. I mean, I wouldn't want to see a card, but it could easily have been. Rehunk official says, go All Black. To the front of the line out, the All Blacks go again. 22 out from Argentina's line. It was uncontested. They were waiting to defend this. The rolling maul. Gianpaolo Di Lallo says, in the second half, All Blacks will be stunning. I hope so, because I'm going for them, and B, I need some All Black try scorers for my same game multi. Setting it up in midfield here, the All Blacks. Penalty advantage right out in front. What do they do here? Sarvea out the back to Mo'unga. Crunched, pops it back to Smith. Aaron Smith puts on a little goose step. Now Sam Cane. Sam Cane with the absolute dead set worst grubber kick in behind the line you'll ever find. But we come back for the penalty, and this will nullify the 3 points Argentina just got. It is a gift. It'll scrub out the 3 that Argentina just got. So I dare say, just for the psychology of it all, they'll take the 3 here, the All Blacks. And that's exactly what's happening. Richie Mo'unga steps up, right in front. This is a practice for Richie. And Argentina, they were within striking distance. And this will just stretch it back out. Right in front, Richie Mo'unga. Absolutely no mistake. Right down the middle it goes. And the All Blacks lead 15 points to 6 as we approach halftime. Gianpaolo says, you mean the All Blacks will have a large win? Stunning for the opponents. Stunning for the All Blacks too, just in a different way, yeah? Underway we go. Do they go down the middle? No, they go short this time. It's still down the middle, but shorter. And the All Blacks knock the ball on. It's a result, finally, at kickoff time for Argentina. A knock-on advantage. 2 minutes to go until half-time. Once more, points absolutely crucial for Los Pumas. And now they knock it on. It'll come back for the first knock-on, I guess. No, Aussie Angus has said advantage over for the All Blacks knock on. That is huge. Aussie Angus has said knock on from the kickoff, advantage over. This is a knock on by Argentina. All Black scrum. Michael Cheika, furious. He's not a happy man. He's storming down towards the changing rooms for the halftime break. 1 minute to go. Still 1 minute to go till the break, but Cheika, he's had enough. He can't wait to get down there and tear shreds off his team. "30 seconds until the break. Johnny 5 Red 42 says Argentinians look very tired. Halftime cannot come soon enough for them. This is a massive shunt by the All Blacks. They have just driven a hapless Argentina completely off the ball and win a penalty. And Geordie Barrett, another penalty kick into touch. That must be about 6 or 7 penalties to the All Blacks. This is now a massive, massive line out. The All Blacks, will they go for the knockout punch right on the stroke of halftime? They have a line out throw. About, what is that? That's about 25 meters out. Whitelock secures it. They release it straight away. And running around the back of the maul, Cody Taylor. Frizzell. Into the 22 they go. Scott Barrett. Smith calling the troops. They stay on the blind side. Taylor with his second hit up. Just picking off meter after meter. De Groot. No, that's Lomax this time. Now Frizzell again. Just meter by meter. Edging ever closer to the line. Scott Barrett, dummies, goes to ground. Talea to Sam Kane. No meters now. Things are just stalling here. Now, Aaron Smith releases it to Scott Barrett again. Talea steps one. Talea beats another. Talea backs into the defense. He beats 3. He's a meter short of the line now. Smith releases it and they must score. It's Frizzell. Shannon Frizzell will score, and that is a killer blow. An absolute killer blow. And Michael Cheika has missed it all. He's gone down to the changing rooms for the halftime talk, and he has just missed it all. Shannon Frizzell scores in the corner on the stroke of halftime, and that is a massive hit. They're reeling here. Argentina are rocking. They're swaying. And they're ready for the knockout blow. Starstream, ahoy! How are you there? Very nice to see you again. It is going to take a monstrous halftime talk from Michael Cheika to bring Argentina back into this one. Massive. Now, I don't think I've got Shannon Frizzell in any of my multis either. Damn it. I've gone Artie Savia. I went for Bowden Barrett instead of Geordie Barrett, and I went for Artie Savia over Shannon Frizzell. Richie Mo'unga to cap off what's been a fabulous first half performance from him. Can't convert. It hits the upright. It hits the near upright. But the All Blacks, most importantly, will go into the break 20 points to 6. This is not over. And I'm not just saying that to try and keep it interesting. This is not over at the halftime break by any stretch. 14 points, 2 converted tries. They're still in it, and that's the way that Argentina need to look at it as well. They can't hang their heads. They can't panic. They're still in with a shot, but they are rocking. They are ready to fall. And the All Blacks are one team, as we know, extremely capable of landing that knockout punch. Starstream says, I've been doing all right. My fam and I are finally putting efforts into trying to move out of our crappy home. Well, that's fantastic to hear, Starstream. Hope it all works out very positively for yourself and your family. Halftime here, 20 points to 6. Richie Mo'unga, in my opinion, and let me know, chat room, how you feel about it yourselves, but I think a near... I can't give him 10. I can't give him a 10 out of 10 just because of the little... They're not even mistakes per se, but just things that weren't quite brilliant. But apart from a couple of things that weren't even mistakes, they just weren't quite brilliant, Richie Mo'unga has been brilliant overall tonight. A near 10 out of 10 performance so far. As I've said earlier in the stream, for those of you who might just be joining us here on the Wasted World of Sports, I said about a quarter of the way through the game, this has probably been the closest performance I've seen from an All Black fly half to Dan Carter against the Lions that I've seen since Dan Carter against the Lions. Farsi, ahoy there, mate. How you doing? Channel member, Farsi. Welcome along there, mate. 20 points to 6 here at halftime in the semi-final. I really don't want to see a blowout. I want to see Argentina respond in this second half. They looked absolute... Who was it that said that? Johnny Five Red said Argentina looked very tired. And Argentina, they did. The Pumas, they looked out on their feet towards the back end of that first half. They threw a lot into those opening phases, and they came away with very little. And that would have to be demoralizing. All right, halftime here, 20 points to 6. I'm going to have a quick break. Rest and reload the old voice box. We'll be back for the second half. Oh, Kanye Ketchup, your cash out is $1.40, down from $20. Farsi says, interesting half. Interesting half. I feel... I wish this goddamn love heart would go away. New Zealand needs some fresh legs. Argentina needs some fresh legs too. They've got an interesting bench tonight, the All Blacks. Look at these bench players. It's a really interesting mix. So we have got everybody's favorite Japanese side dish, takiaho balls. Tamati Williams, Fletcher Newell, Brodie Retallick, Dalton Papali'i, Finlay Christie, Damian McKenzie, and Anton Leonard-Brown. It is a very interesting mix on that bench for the All Blacks. Nicholas Sanchez, don't be surprised if Checker throws Nicholas Sanchez out there a little earlier tonight than he did in the quarterfinal. He can't afford to hold him back too much longer, I dare say. All right, Wasted World of Sports halftime here. 20 points to 6. The All Blacks with the lead. We'll be back right after a quick break for all the second half action. Sonny Bill's out there with Mertz. Wasted World of Sports, half-time here, 20 points to 6. The All Blacks over Argentina in the first Rugby World Cup 2023 semi-final. They're hanging on by a thread here, Argentina. They looked very, very, very lethargic at the back end of that first half. The All Blacks just waiting for that killer blow. Traditionally, the All Blacks strike right before halftime, right after halftime. That's what they've become known for. They just blow games wide open before and after the break. So, a very, very important, crucial first 10 minutes after the halftime break for Argentina. Michael Cheika there, laying down the law in the sheds. I would love to have seen Michael Cheika's reaction when he realized they leaked another try right on halftime there. Because he'd left. He had wandered down. Left the coach's box early, going down to get his halftime speech ready. He would have heard all the commotion from the crowd. The cheers and whatnot. Mind you, there's probably a TV in there. He probably saw it. Whoops, sorry. Cheers. Half-time, 20 points to 6. It's only 2 converted tries. Now, I say only 2 converted tries. That's a lot to overcome for a team that hasn't scored a try yet. All game. Hasn't even looked likely, to be honest. Argentina, they've not looked likely. The All Blacks' defense has been solid. They've threatened to break them down a couple of times, but that has been from a long way out. They haven't really threatened the All Blacks try line just yet. They had their opportunity. They were playing under a penalty advantage, and I could not for the life of me understand why they did not release the ball. Playing under penalty advantage, that is your time to throw caution to the wind. Try something a little bit different. But no, they just kept pick and go, pick and go. And the end result, turnover ball. Teams are back out for the second half. Anyways, Wasted World of Sports, thank you very much for your company. I appreciate it as always. And thus far, we were worried about it. We were worried about it at the top of the stream. The semi-finals, just not possible for them to live up to what we saw from the quarterfinals. And I'm afraid it looks like that's coming to fruition. We do not want to see a blowout. We want to see a contest. So fingers crossed. Los Pumas come out firing in the second half. If they're the first team to score in the second half, a try, suddenly we're interested. But the All Blacks, this is their moment. This is their sort of situation, isn't it? They get those points right before the break. They often get the points right after the break as well. And here we go. Ready to get us underway as Bowden Barrett, Aussie Angus blows the whistle for time on in the second half, and we go. They go short, and it's knocked on immediately from Argentina, and Sarvea comes down with it to Ioane. Ioane fires it, no look pass back in field, and we will come back for the knock on, and that is not a good start. Poor old mate at the back there for Argentina was not expecting the ball, in fairness, straight through the hands of the receiver. And poor old mate at the back, he wasn't expecting that. You can't really blame him for that. That is not a situation we can say that should have been taken by Gonzalez, I believe it was, who was up there first. Kanye Ketchup says, I'll cash out if it reaches $4.50 to buy a sausage roll. What was your initial stake, if you don't mind my asking? Kanye, $10? $20? Scrum down here, All Blacks. Over on the far side. 22 out from Argentina's line. It's another big push from the All Blacks. Controlling it at the back. Surveyor. Argentina fold. Penalty advantage. Now they release. Smith. Aaron Smith steps through. One to beat. Dummies. Goes on his own. Aaron Smith will score. Aaron Smith scores the try. And there we go. We've been talking about it. We discussed it the whole halftime break. The All Blacks, right before halftime, right after halftime. It's the same old script for the All Blacks. Bang, bang, either side of the break. And that could just be the killer blow for Argentina. Massive scrum. Aaron Smith steps, dummies, scores. 25-6, the All Blacks well on top now. Well on top if they weren't already. Now, I don't believe I've got Aaron Smith in my multi. I do not. Should have passed it, Aaron Smith. Hogging the ball. But that was all created off the back of a massive scrum again from the All Blacks. They've just been immense at scrum time. Mo'unga moves in, strikes, it's on target, it's looking good. Richie Mo'unga raises the flags, 27 points to 6. And suddenly this one just looking a little out of reach for Argentina. Back underway. Frizzell's under it, but Scotty Barrett moves forward and takes it as that one threatened to spill out the back. Mo'unga clears from inside the 22. Taken on the full at the back there. Boffelli goes high. The kick chase is good. Pressure in midfield here, but Geordie Barrett gets up and takes it down. Smith now releases it back to Bowden. The All Blacks looking very, very smooth and slick at the moment on the back of those two tries. Talea takes the kick on the full. There'll be no kicking from him. He'll just put his head down and charge forward, and that he does. Beats the first tackle, is taken down just short of halfway. There's a hush around the stadium now. A few empty seats have popped up. I don't recall those empty seats being there this whole time. I feel like some people might have gone home at the halftime break. And if not at halftime, that try by Aaron Smith might have sent a few packing. And those would be neutrals, I dare say. Neutrals. The Argentinian fans never give up. They never leave early. They always stick with their team through thick and thin. A very passionate and supportive fan base. Los Pumas. But they have got some work to do. Now, 3 converted tries behind the box kick. Up towards halfway and beyond. And moving forward is Bowden Barrett. Takes it, beats the first tackle and puts a cheeky little grubber into touch. He would have liked more distance off of that. But still, he did well at the back there, Bodie Barrett, to take that ball and stay in play. Box kicks, I'm afraid, just aren't going to do it here for Argentina. They win the line out, though, just. It was under a lot of pressure. The ball spills out the back, and Whitelock gets in and pressures, but leaves some space down the blind side. Argentina almost get the ball clear, but just stepping on the sideline. Millimeters in that. A foot on the sideline from Issa. He just can't get that pass back in field. And the touchy is right there with the microscope out. Makes the right call. All Blacks throw to the lineouts on halfway. To the middle, they go. Scott Barrett's there. The rolling maul. It's brought so much success, so why not go straight back to it? The rolling maul. This time, Argentina defend well. They maintain their shape here. the All Blacks, though. And they go again. Smith releases it. Barrett. Pop pass. Back on the inside to Talea. And the All Blacks chew off 10 or so meters. Scott Barrett pops it up to Cody Taylor. Taylor must release. Does. Smith to Frizzell. Frizzell bumps off one, but goes to ground. Richie Mo'unga scoots around the blind side. Mo'unga dummies. Cuts back in field. Pops it up to Cody Taylor. Taylor is taken down 10 meters out. What a break from Richie Mo'unga. Give that guy man of the match. Unless he does something ridiculous between now and full time, he's my man of the match. I'm calling it early. Richie Mo'unga. A masterclass it's been. Geordie Barrett looking for a double, but he's driven backwards. Picks it up and drives. Artie Sarvea is close. He falls backwards. Whitelock puts the head down, tries to burrow over. The All Blacks looking for more points here. Sarvea tries to dance on the outside. Argentina over the top of this one, looking for the turnover. They can't get it. Tyrrell Lomax goes close. Millimeters short. They're so close now. Mo'unga to Beauden Barrett. Oh, he's crunched there, Bodie Barrett. It's still on though. Smith wants another one. Dance from the ruck. Talea shrugs off one. Penalty advantage now for the All Blacks. Talea goes close. Penalty advantage right in front. Smith. De Groot. They're still a metre short of the line. 16 phases now. Frizzell out the back to Beauden Barrett. Short pass there to Lomax. Lomax goes close again. Sarvea, was that Frizzell? Frizzell wants two. Frizzell gets two. Shannon Frizzell gets a double. 18 phases of play comes to an end with Shannon Frizzell barging over for his second try of the night. And this is not helping my same-game multis at all. Share it around, boys. No doubles. We don't want doubles. Share this around. Oh, boy, this game. We wanted to see a contest. We wanted to see a close game. But it's all just starting to fall to pieces now for Argentina. Whatever was said at halftime clearly didn't work from Michael Cheika. Shannon Frizzell with a double, eh? Unbelievable. I did not have Shannon Frizzell anywhere near my try scorer multis. Not looking good. Mo'unga converts. 34. There's Conrad Smith. The legendary Conrad Smith in the crowd. He's excited. The All Blacks lead 34 points to 6. Richie Mo'unga chat room. What do we think? I've got Richie Mo'unga as man of the match. I'm calling it early. Mo'unga has put on a clinic that we haven't seen from the All Blacks since the Dan Carter days. The All Blacks secure the kickoff. Back to that man, Mo'unga. Thumps it upfield, right down the middle, not looking for touch. Inviting Argentina to play it back. They go high. The chase is good, and it's knocked on at the back by Barrett. Takiaho's on for the All Blacks. It's a knock-on advantage for Argentina. They have the ball inside the All Blacks territory again. They haven't looked like scoring a try, though. By God, they need one. Now, through the back line and dropping it cold out the back. Under no pressure at all. Their knock-on advantage well and truly over. And it's just not happening for Argentina tonight. It is not falling their way. And that's a very, very simple error to hand possession back to the All Blacks. Mateo Carreras. An unforced error. "51 minutes gone. The All Blacks in full control here. Looking very likely to be the first team through to the 2023 World Cup final. And I've got to say, as an All Black fan myself, very unexpected this year. I honestly thought that the All Blacks were going to get dumped out in the quarterfinals by the Irish. I don't know where this run of form has come from, because during this cycle, they just haven't looked likely at all, at any stage, under this Ian Foster reign, this reign of terror by Fozzie. They have not at any point, in my opinion, looked likely to produce this. Ian Foster could potentially go down as a Rugby World Cup winning coach. Just try and process that for a moment. Try and get that through and let that sink in somehow. How does that happen? Ian Foster, I mean, geez. Long way to go, of course, in this tournament still. It's going to be a big challenge in the final. Another big drive at scrum time. Penalty advantage for collapsing. The All Blacks release. Barrett into space. He's got Will Jordan. Jordan tries to get on the outside. Argentina do well to shut that down. And they pilfer the ball. But we come back for the penalty from the scrum. Gianpaolo Delalo says the Black Wave is smashing Argentina. They just don't make mistakes in this tournament, the All Blacks. They're not... They're just not making mistakes. They are in an extreme purple patch of form. Geordie Barrett puts it into touch inside Argentina's 22 again. Geordie Barrett has got a boot and a half on him, doesn't he? That is a valuable weapon in the arsenal, to be able to kick, find touch with that much distance. Takiaho, the throw into the line out. They go to the middle. Uncontested again, the All Blacks. Trying to set up the rolling maul. This one goes to ground. And that's the first time it's really not paid off. Talea strong in midfield again. Shifts away from one or two tackles. The ball is planted back for the All Blacks. Savea fighting, wrestling for every little inch. They stay on the blind side. Smith to Takiaho. Keeping the ball in close now. Talea again. This time he's driven backwards. Kane gets the ball back for his team. Plants it back on phase 5. Smith to Takiaho again. Frizzell. Argentina calling troops over to that far side. That's where they go. Mwanga to Geordie Barrett. To Rico Ioane. Going sideways, Ioane. Driven closer and closer to the sideline. Savea. Back in field. Argentina fight. They can't steal the ball. Takiaho again. Sets it up. Another phase. Over 10 now. Mwanga. De Groot still out there. He's put on a monstrous effort, Ethan De Groot. Mwanga out wide to Geordie Barrett. 13 phases of play. Creeping ever closer. Argentina counter ruck. All Blacks have to commit. Salvea on the blind side. Standing up in defense here, Argentina. Lomax. Both starting props still out there for the All Blacks. Not rolling away here, Argentina. He's trapped in there. The ball comes back now. Smith to Ioane. Frizzell taps it on. Artie Salvea standing out on the wing. Dangerously close to the sideline. But they retain possession. 15 phases. Whitelock out the back to Mwanga. It's juggled by De Groot. Geordie Barrett will put the kick across field. Looking for Will Jordan. It bounces awkwardly for Will Jordan and he can't reel it in. And knocks the ball on. Millimeters between another try there. Will Jordan was nearly over again. It was the right idea. Execution was just millimeters short. And now the bench is emptied. Fozzie empties the bench. Finlay Christie. Okay, that hurts my head. It hurts my head to say that Finlay Christie is playing in a Rugby World Cup semi-final. Bowden Barrett comes off. Damien McKenzie goes on. Aaron Smith comes off. Finlay Christie goes on. Williams is on. Tamati Williams is on for De Groot. Newell is on for Lomax. Fozzie's emptied the bench. And yeah, let's just try and process that Finlay Christie is playing in a Rugby World Cup semi-final. God bless him. Scrum down here for Argentina. They're under the pump though. Big drive again. The All Blacks have replaced the forwards, but still the pressure remains the same. A good run upfield here for Argentina. Beating 1-2. Still going. They're outside their 22 now. Releasing and putting the crossfield kick in. It's taken on the full and in space. Support on the inside. They're up to the All Blacks 22 now. Front foot ball. Taleo dives in over the ruck. Gets away with that one. Now a penalty advantage out in front. And Argentina get the penalty. They've gone all the way up the other end of the field here. Los Pumas. They tried something a little different, and they almost get reward for it. $34 points to 6. There will be absolutely no thought of taking the 3 now. They must put it into the corner, and they do. Very interesting that the scrum held firm for the All Blacks, but they've just emptied the bench, all those new players out there in the defensive line, and it just opened up. Very, very interesting. And that is the risk you take when you empty your bench like that all at once. These guys have not been playing the game. And Argentina found some space right up the middle. They win the line out. Pumas setting up phase play now. 15 out from the All Blacks line. Can they get some points on the board? We're cheering them on. We're willing them on as they go through the phases in midfield. Short ball. Gonzalez driven backwards. They stay on that left-hand side. Montoya, the captain, goes to ground. Plants it back. That's a terrible pass from the scrum half. Bounces kindly and they hold on to the ball. Argentina. Kremer. Just all one-out stuff at the moment. Trying to draw in the defense. Big run here from Gallo. Beats 1 and 2, but he's going sideways. And now a knock-on at the base of the ruck. The counter ruck was good from the All Blacks, putting pressure on the scrum half. And Bazan Velez knocks it on at the back of the ruck. I can't see where Argentina are going to get any points from here. Any tries, I should say. Because they've got points. It's just hard to see where Argentina will get a try from. The All Blacks have just repelled everything they've thrown at them. And they've done it with relative ease. And I say that with no disrespect to Argentina. It's just, in this final series, quarterfinal and tonight, the All Blacks' defense has just been immaculate, impenetrable. Big bad Brodie Retallick getting ready to come on. He is the last of the substitutes. The rest of the All Blacks bench are out there. Big bad Brodie is the last one remaining. Who will he be coming on for? He might be coming on for Sammy Whitelock. Sam Whitelock has put in a massive 60 minutes. And the All Black scrum goes down. Aussie Angus doesn't give a bollocks. He's like, play on. Ioane on the near side here. Dummies tries to go on his own. Christie gets it back to Scott Barrett. There is Sam Whitelock. Penalty advantage incoming. They're playing at pace still, the All Blacks. 60 minutes into this game. The pace they're playing at with these fresh legs out on the field. Penalty advantage. And the penalty is blown. They're all offside there. Argentina struggling to keep up with this pace. Jordie Barrett, another penalty kick into touch. Chews off another massive 20 or 30 metres. A line-out throw inside Argentina's 22. More points incoming here for the All Blacks, you feel. You just feel it. 20 minutes to go still as well. And there we go. Brodie Retallick does come on for Sam Whitelock. And Leonard Brown on for Rico Ioane. Well, there goes all my multis, because all the players are off the field now. So, that's fun. The All Blacks secure the ball. They release it early. Christie to Jordie Barrett in midfield. Goes to ground, 22 out. Talea, meters in and around the ruck. Takiaho, pick and go. He makes 5 meters. There's big bad Brodie tunneling under and making a few extra meters. Pick and go by Savea. Beats one, spins away from the second. They're 5 out from the line now. Christie to Mo'unga. Mo'unga steps. Can't get through. 7 phases again now for the All Blacks. Retallick to Takiaho. Keeping it in tight, close to the ruck. Frizzell pops it up, and Tamani Williams nearly goes through. Damien McKenzie, cut out pass to Talea, steps in field, goes close, Talea, he's held up. They fight for the ball here, Argentina, but it's laid back, and Will Jordan scores in the corner. Another try for Will Jordan. Oh, they're not sharing the tries around. The All Blacks. Share it around, boys. I mean, it's too late for my multis, but bloody hell. In one of my multis, I had Talea to score a double. Will Jordan, anytime try scorer. Ardie Savea, anytime try scorer. And it's Will Jordan who gets the double. Oh, dear. 39 points to 6. Kick to come. It is a massacre now. A massacre. And a very, very sad way for Argentina to depart from this Rugby World Cup. Richie, he's had a lot of practice from out here. 43 meters out. on the distance. 43 meters on the angle. On the sideline, he moves in, strikes, and it's well off target. For Richie Mo'unga's standards, he's way off target. I mean, he didn't really miss by a lot, but for Richie, that's a big miss. 39 points to 6 it remains. As that conversion sails wide from Richie Mo'unga. And the All Blacks, safe to say now, All Blacks are into the Rugby World Cup final for 2023. If it was a little bit too early to call it before, we can call it now. Mo'unga, oh, they're playing with a relaxed mind and complete and total openness now. A chip in over the top by Mo'unga. Something a little bit different inside their own half. And over the top of this ball, looking for the turnover. Fletcher Newell can't quite get it. But Argentina spill it forward. Counter-attack is on now. Great pickup by Damian McKenzie on his ankles. And he gets over halfway into Pumas territory. A big charge here from Takiaho. And it's All Blacks ball again. Jordan with the little dink in over the defensive line. He's looking for the bounce himself, Will Jordan. It doesn't quite work out, but look at the All Blacks pour into the counter ruck here. Argentina have it at the back. Referee Aussie Angus has lost all control of this game from very early on. It must be said he's been quite poor. In my honest, humble opinion, he's been quite poor tonight. Oh, it's messy at the back. Very scrappy at the back. And it's going to be a 5-meter scrum for the All Blacks. More pressure here on Argentina. And a little stoppage in play as this scrum looks to set. I'll have a quick break myself. Oh, we've got a TMO interjection here. What's he looking at? Some foul play, perhaps? Oh, cheeky hand there from Scott Barrett. And this is going to... That's just silly from Scott Barrett. Yellow card. Scott Barrett. Unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. Omar's NRL says if only Argentina were as good as they were in Soccer World Cup, it would be a vastly different game, wouldn't it? A cheeky hand on the ground there from Scott Barrett. Gets himself yellow carded. Gives a penalty to Argentina. And takes away the opportunity for more points for his team. And he realizes how goofy that was. Scott Barrett, what a goof. Still, 15 minutes to go in this game. Omar's NRL says Australia dominated Pakistan in the Cricket World Cup. They got a god almighty scare, though, didn't they? Pakistan got a lot closer than they probably should have. Omar NRL says rooting for New Zealand as Australia are out. And Argentina earn themselves a turnover penalty. 14 minutes to go. Big game coming out tomorrow. Honestly, big game tomorrow. Same time tomorrow, same channel. England versus the Springboks. A. McDougall says, browsed a lot of live commentary streams for this game. Settled here. Great commentary. Cheers, mate. Very much appreciate the kind words. You know, 6:30 in the morning here in Australia, I almost didn't make it. I was so close to not making it. I slept through my first alarm. Very lucky that I had 3 alarms set, and the second one got me up. Argentina to the back of the line out here, uncontested by the All Blacks. Can they get some consolation tries? You'd love to see it. You really would. Creevy's on the field. I'm sure Sanchez is probably on by now as well. Yes, Nicolas Sanchez came on in the 66th minute, and they spill the ball. Argentina, another unforced error, and Richie Mo'unga has it at the back for the All Blacks. 15 out from their own line. Christie puts it across to Tamani Williams. Let's have a look at Finley's box kick. Oh, he takes some steps, Finley Christie, doesn't he? Taking a few steps before getting the kick away. And not a lot of distance found, but safely into touch. Some very resigned-looking, stoic looks on the faces of Argentina on the sideline. They know the game's gone. But they need to keep fighting. Keep fighting. Score some consolation tries. Get some more points on the board. Hold your heads high. It's been a monumental effort throughout the tournament. Very, very deserving to be here in this spot. Sanchez. Suddenly, things are looking good in attack for Argentina with Sanchez on the field. Something a little bit different. He's trying things. I think Michael Cheika played an absolute masterstroke with Sanchez in the quarterfinal, as now the ball spills forward from Sclavi, and another unforced error. And the All Blacks can free this up on counter-attack now. Mo'unga on the far wing puts the kick upfield inside Argentina's 22. They've gone all the way back up the other end of the field. And the clearance from Boffelli will not make it to halfway. Unforced errors killing Argentina here. Every bit as much as the All Blacks have done the damage on their own. Argentina, the unforced errors. Absolute coach killers. Unforgivable. The All Blacks throw over the top of the line out. And then it's spilled forward at the back by Argentina. Another opportunity wasted. It's just all fallen apart here for Los Pumas. Once the game was gone, they just fell to pieces, and it was very sad to see. Geordie Barrett running back on the inside angle. McKenzie pops it out, and now's a mistake from the All Blacks as this game, the standards drop as both teams just kind of clock off. With 10 minutes to go, both teams have just kind of gone, you know what? We're done here. Now look, in fairness to Adi Savia, he has had a huge 70 minutes. Has played extremely well all game, and a cheeky little error at the back end when the game is done and dusted. Probably a little bit harsh to call it out, but Artie would have such high standards for himself, he would be disappointed with that. Just a cheeky little knock on. The All Blacks have been massive at scrum time, though. I don't recall one single scrum going down where Argentina have not been going backwards. So let's see if that continues here. Argentina have the feed. 10 their own side of halfway. 4 minutes for Scott Barrett left in the sin bin. Aussie Angus calls bind. They set. And it is another big drive from the All Blacks. Messy scrum ball for Argentina. They have just been dominated at scrum time. Dominated at lineouts. Dominated at set piece in general, I would say. The All Blacks have been in full control at set piece. And now this ball spills out the back of the ruck. Christie comes away with it. Puts the kick in over the top. And it goes into touch. And now Argentina are back inside their own 22. They can't win a trick at the moment, Argentina. They go quick to the line out. 8.5 minutes to go. And they're setting up 1 out balls from the ruck. I mean, I'm sorry, I understand. The game is over. The game is done and dusted. But they're just not even trying anything at this stage, Argentina. The clearance up over halfway. Will Jordan takes it quickly to Christie. It opens up for Finley Christie. He beats one, and then he is wrestled down to ground. He might have spilt that forward as well. Gets away with it, though. Mackenzie puts the grubber kick in. One of the All Blacks was taken out in back play off the ball. Richie Mo'unga it was, who was body checked. And Argentina get the kick back inside All Blacks territory. Into touch it goes. And a little bit of a stalemate there after that facet of play. We're cheering on Argentina here for a consolation try. They've got to get a try. It's All Blacks throw to the line out, though. Brodie Retallick brings it down. Artie Sarvea with the inside pass, and Will Jordan's away. One to beat. He kicks and chases for himself. Will Jordan, it pops up, and he gets a hat-trick. Will Jordan gets a hat-trick in a Rugby World Cup semi-final. The All Blacks, much like they did to Ireland, off the back of the line out, cutting back infield rather than playing out wide. They cut back inside. And this time it's Will Jordan doing it all on his own in the end. From the line out, Artie Sarvea, the pop pass to Jordan, and Jordan beats 1, 2, 3. One man to beat, kicks in over the top of him, gets the perfect bounce, and falls over the try line. It was Richie Mo'unga to Will Jordan in the quarterfinal against Ireland, doing that exact same play. But this time, Will Jordan had to do it on his own. 44 points to 6, kick to come. Oh, we were talking up the chance of a consolation try for the Pumas. And the All Blacks go length of the field. Simple conversion here from Richie Mo'unga. Oh, but he's pushed it wide. Oh, he's doing his best to have me take the Man of the Match award off him with these conversions. Thank you very much for the sub there, Jihadis Breed. Gerhardus? Yeah, it's probably Gerhardus, isn't it? Gerhardus Breed. Thank you very much for the sub. Argentina go quickly from the restart. Damian McKenzie, the little man, brings it down. Mo'unga clears. Look, despite slipping up a couple of times with conversions, I still think Richie Mo'unga has put on such a clinic out there tonight. Still man of the match for me. It'll be interesting to see what the TV pundits say for man of the match. My call is Richie Mo'unga. The guy has just been immense. He's put on an absolute clinic. As I've said a couple of times throughout the course of the stream, for those of you who might just be joining us, as Argentina throw into the lineout and it's stolen in the middle by the All Blacks. They can launch a counterattack now. Oh, almost intercepted by Argentina, but can't quite reel it in. And Talea will secure the ball in midfield for the All Blacks. So, yes, as I was saying, for those who might just be joining us, Richie Mo'unga tonight for mine, the closest thing we've seen to a complete Dan Carter level performance by an All Blacks fly half since the man Dan Carter himself. And now Argentina break away down the short side. Scrambling defense from the All Blacks. They don't want to leak any points. They've got the game won. It's almost over. A couple of minutes left and they're still defending as if the game just started. But gaps now just starting to appear in the All Blacks line. Argentina with some front football. Put the kick in behind and it's going to dribble into touch. And I don't know that that was the right option. When you're fighting for a consolation try, you probably want to keep the ball in hand. But some opportunities now in the last couple of minutes opening up for Argentina. The All Blacks go for a short line out. 5 out from their own line. Takiaho to the front to Brodie Retallick. They secure the ball and Christie fires it across in front of the post to Sarvea, who beats one and is just brought down. They were just looking to set up a ruck, but Adi Sarvea, I think, unexpected even to himself, beat the first man. Christie fires it back to Richie Mo'unga, who clears up to halfway. So yes, chat room, what do you think? Let me know in the chat room who you feel is man of the match. Richie Mo'unga for me. Scott Barrett doesn't even come back onto the field. His time is up in the sin bin, but he's still on the sideline. That's hilarious. Punishment for being so stupid. Big defense in midfield here from the All Blacks. The ball spills backwards for Argentina. And another big driving tackle from Will Jordan. Counter ruck. In over the top they go. But Argentina secure possession. 2 minutes left. McKenzie tunneling away there in the ruck, looking for the ball. All game long. They've undercommitted at ruck time, Argentina, in my opinion. Now it frees up on this right-hand side and another unforced error. The ball goes in. The ball goes out. The All Blacks go quickly from the line out. Mo'unga puts it into space in behind. And it's going to bounce into touch. 5 out from Argentina's line. Reed Nichols, ahoy, mate. Nice to see you again, Reed. Reed Nichols says, go All Blacks, yes. A dominant performance for the All Blacks. They are the first team into the World Cup final. Who will they face? England or the Springboks? Oh, my money's on the Springboks. A repeat of 1995. The 1995 Rugby World Cup final in South Africa. Springboks versus the All Blacks. That is my prediction. Uncontested line-out throw. Brodie Retallick comes down with it. Argentina drive the All Blacks towards the sideline, but they release. Christie to Geordie Barrett. McKenzie steps one, fires it back to Richie Mo'unga. Mo'unga steps and tries to go on his own. Will Jordan was unmarked on the outside looking for try number 4, but Mo'unga, he wanted to try to cap off his stellar performance. A little bit greedy there, Richie. And they spill it at the back. The opportunity's gone for 50. Richie Mo'unga. Will Jordan was completely unmarked on the outside. Would have had try number 4. Richie wanted to try. 44 points to 6, though. Time is up on the clock. That was their opportunity to hit 50. Gone begging. But still, the All Blacks, they have dominated Argentina at scrum time, so look for a big, big push here. 5 meters out from their own line, the Pumas. They'll be under pressure at this scrum. So who knows, 50 might not be out of the question yet. And that's actually Argentina's best scrum of the night. but in over the top of it. Now driven off the ball. The All Blacks were fighting, but Argentina do come away with it. Driving outside their own 22. Good run there. Argentina, they won't end this game, I dare say. They will not surrender. They will keep fighting to the very end. They've run out of numbers here, putting the kick in across field. That has not worked all night long, and it hasn't worked now. McKenzie, back to Christie. Christie fires it across to Geordie Barrett. Change of direction for big, bad Brodie Retallick. And the All Blacks secure it. Hands in the ruck there. Need to be careful. Oh, and a big, an unforced error in midfield there from Takiaho. Very scrappy end to this game for both teams. Knock-on advantage it is. Creevy feeds it on through the back line. And Boffelli is out here, close to the sideline. They have the ball still, though. Argentina, knock-on advantage will be over. So this will carry on. This game shall carry on for now. Argentina have it. Sanchez runs it to the line. Dummies going straight through, almost. Pops the pass up brilliantly to Carreras. And now it spills out the back. The All Blacks get boot to ball. Still going. Oh, and he can't tow it ahead. It doesn't sit up. Leonard Brown. But under pressure at the back here, Argentina. As I said, they will not likely surrender. Penalty advantage. Over the top of the ruck and offside. Go the All Blacks. 2 minutes 40 seconds into injury time. Willem Kortzer. All Blacks fire. All Blacks on fire indeed in this game. Argentina want a consolation try. And I'll tell you what, the other two teams, England and the Springboks, they fail to find touch, and Richie Mo'unga says, you know what, we don't care about the 50 points, we've done good enough. Argentina, just to cap off a scrappy end to their game, failing to find touch from the penalty, and Richie Mo'unga says, you know what, let's just call it a day. Because I was about to say, England and South Africa would be loving this. They would be loving it. They would hope that this game goes on for an extra 10 minutes. And I'm sure that Richie Mo'unga realizes that. And he's just thumped it into touch. And they're happy with that. The All Blacks 44 points to 6. Victors here today. The first team through to the Rugby World Cup final for 2023. A dominant performance. We feared that it might happen. We wanted to see a close, tight battle. But you did fear that it would be a little bit of a demolition job, and a demolition job it was. The All Blacks, dominant display, and well worth their margin of victory. There 38 points. So there we have it. Wasted World of Sports chat room. What do you think? I think Richie Mo'unga, man of the match. I can't wait to see that announcement. I'll be interested to hear what the experts have to say. But for mine, Richie Mo'unga was hands down man of the match in this game. So it'll be interesting to see what Will Jordan, also a very worthy nominee. 3 tries, should have been 4 tries. So Will Jordan's up there as well. But for mine, the way that Richie Mo'unga just controlled that first sort of 3 quarters of the match, I've not seen anything quite like it since Dan Carter and the Lions tour back in the day. Great performance by the All Blacks fly half. All right, so there we have it. 44 points to 6. Wasted World of Sports. The All Blacks are the first team into the Rugby World Cup final for 2023. We've got coming up here on the channel a little later today, in the Rugby League, I'll be covering the New Zealand Kiwis versus Toa Samoa. to Samoa in the Pacific Championships. So that's coming up. And of course, same time tomorrow, semi-final number 2, England versus the Springboks, who will go on and face the All Blacks in the Rugby World Cup final. Argentina, commiserations to all the players and all your supporters. You can hold your heads high. A fabulous tournament. Nobody gave Argentina any chance of getting as far as they did, so they can be very, very proud of their efforts against all odds. Michael Checker has got the troops up for it well and truly. So credit and congratulations to Argentina for coming this far. Just didn't get the job done today, but you came up against an All Blacks team on absolute fire. Wasted World of Sports, thank you so much for your company. As always, appreciate it. Like and subscribe the channel if you would like to follow along for more action. Rugby League, Rugby Union, Big Bash Cricket coming up. So we've got some things in the works, some podcasts, some news and reviews and that sort of thing, all coming up here on the channel. Trying to get a little bit more active in the content side of things as this channel continues to grow. We'll start to get a little bit more active on the content side of things, not just doing live commentary, but we'll do some other stuff as well. So keep an eye out for that. Like and subscribe on the channel if you would like. Merchandise, if you would like to support the channel by other means, we do have official merchandise available at poptillyoudrop.com.au, the official merchandise home of the Wasted World of Sports. A variety of shirts available over there on that web store. And of course, the channel is monetized now, so for I think the starting price, I think you'd think I should know this. It's my channel, I should know these things. But anyways, channel memberships are available starting at $1.49, a nice low price if you'd like to just support what we're doing here. Totally not expected, but very much appreciated for those who do go ahead and do that. That is available, and there'll be some exclusive members-only content coming up more frequently in the future. All right, enough bollocksing on. Thank you very much for your company here. As always, Wasted World of Sports, we will catch you for the Rugby Union fans, same time tomorrow. Semi-final number 2, England versus Springboks, to see who will go on and face the All Blacks in the final. But coming up in about, what have we got? I have to count that on my fingers. Coming up in about 8 hours' time, Rugby League Pacific Championships continues. New Zealand versus Samoa, and it looks like Jordie Barrett got man of the match. Well, that's a load of bollocks. Please tell me how Richie Mo'unga did not get man of the match. The actual man of the match, player of the match awards are farcical. Look, Jordie Barrett had a good game, but Richie Mo'unga was immense. Unbelievable. I don't agree with that at all. Jordie had a great game, but definitely not player of the match. A load of bollocks. All right. For the third and final time, I will say thank you. Very much appreciate your company as always. We'll see you tomorrow. Wasted World of Sports. Thank you. Cheers. All Blacks are through to the final.